the 7th over 2 to the 4th. We have 7 2's in the numerator and 4 2's in the denominator. Well, what you're really doing is what's 2 divided by 2? 1. So that cancels to 1. No, 1. Yep. Now the next 2 is going to cancel to 1. Yes, you are subtracting. And you cancel and you cancel, and you're left with 3 2's in the numerator, which is 2 cubed, right? Well, you could have done it by 7 minus 4, right here. You could have said that's 2 to the 7th minus 4, which is 2 cubed. Would you have gotten the right answer both ways?
Can you do that for everything?
Mm-hmm. Now, what would have happened if I would have flipped it?
It would have been negative.
Okay, so if I flip these, that's 2 to the 4th over 2 to the 7th. And Austin's saying that's 2 to the negative 3. You're not allowed to have negative exponents.
So you'd have to flip it back.
So where is it? Where's that 2 cubed at?
Top.
No.
Wait, can't you do 1 over 2 like that?
Yes. So it's in the denominator. So this would be 1 over 2 cubed. So 4 minus 7, I'm going to go up here. So you have 2 to the 4 minus 7, which is 2 to the negative 3. Can I have a negative exponent? No. Negative exponents are in the wrong place. So if they're in the numerator, they belong in the denominator. If they're in the denominator, they belong in the numerator. All right. Now, do I need to show you how that works the long way?
Yes.
Yes?
I'm a little bit confused.
Okay. If we did this the long way, right here, I'd have 4 2's on the top. Agreed?
Now we're going over this again.
And we'd have 7 2's in the denominator. Good so far? Cancel them. So the first one cancels to 1, 1, 1, 1. I'm left with 3 2's in the denominator. They're always going to end up where most of them are. So if you look here, 7 is larger than 2. They're going to end up in the denominator. Good?
Don't you just put the number on the bottom?
Yes. Basically, you can. If you see what you're doing. Good so far, Austin?
Well, what do you do from there?
That's it. Well, our 2 cubed is 8. 1 over 8.
Would you put the 1 over the top number?
All right.
Then?
You've got 1 over 2 cubed, but that's a number. What's 2 cubed?
Oh, yeah, 8.
8. That's it.
Oh.
Nothing else. Yep. Yep. What, Austin?
That was the easy one.
Yeah,
It's the
short
easy
way.
one. The short way is easier. Good so far? All right. So here I have C11 over C8. Where are most of them at?
Top.
Yeah, they're in the numerator. So my answer is going to end up in the positive in the numerator. What's 11 minus 8? 3. So that's just C cubed. Look at your R's. Most of them are in the numerator. So I know my answer is going to end up in the numerator. 5 minus 2 is 3. So it's R cubed. Now let's look at this bottom one. I have 4 and 6. Where are most of them at? Denominator. So my answer is going to end up in the denominator. Now, can we do it the long way?
It's 1/16.
We can do it the long way. So that means I have x to the 4 minus 6. Well, what's 4 minus 6? Negative 2, which means he belongs in the denominator. Could you have went straight to 1 over x squared?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So when it's a negative, you just put it over 1.
Yes.
Wow.
Well, you put it wherever it's not. Sometimes they're in the denominator and you need to move them to the numerator.
Alrighty.
All right? Yep.
So this one, do you like divide the 2 and 4?
Yes. First thing you do is you actually reduce the fraction.
How do you do that?
Well, what's 2 divided by 4?
Half.
1/2. So you draw a line. In your first one, the 2 divided by 4 is 1/2. Now you do your x's.
So you divide them too?
You reduce 2/4. 2/4 is 1/2. You have to reduce your
Wait, I
fraction.
have a question. So is that right?
What's that look for? 2/4. If you take
So,
2/4
is that,
and you reduce 2/4, that's the same as 1/2, right?
yeah.
Because you divide them both by 2. That's all that is.
Yeah, but the
Now you have to do the variable. What do you got?
you just got that in there.
So what's my answer?
1 over X. No,
Nope.
it's X.
Okay, no. Okay, this is 1/2. This here becomes x squared. You just put the x squared on the top. Good? So it's x squared over 2. What's the matter, Austin?
Oh, no, no.
Wait,
Got it, I think.
Okay, what?
No.
so that's wrong there?
What did you do?
No, you can do that.
I can?
Yeah, it will never be written that way in any book or answer sheet, but it's not.
Nice. Yeah, because there's
Yeah,
more
because
on
if you
top.
look, there's more, there's 5 here and 3 here.
You have to put it on the top. You can't put it like beside it.
This is not wrong, but it won't be written that way. It's generally going to be written like that.
So what will we get points on it?
Nope, you will not get points off because it is not wrong.
So then it can just be X. 2X.
Yeah, why can't we just put X plus 2?
Yes, yes,
I have a
yes,
question.
yes.
So you can just-
What?
So
Yes,
is this
it's in
just
there.
zero then? Like for
No,
like no solution?
nope. That's a thinking one.
7 minus 1.
It is. 1. Who said it?
Me.
Well done.
It's not
What's
1,
anything divided by itself?
0.
Oh. 1.
So 2 divided by 2 is 0, Austin.
Yep.
Okay. All right. So you know if you do this work, that's x to the 0. But anything divided by itself is 1. Anything to the 0 power means you are dividing it by itself. It's always 1. So could I make this problem look ridiculously ugly?
Yep.
I could do 1, 7, 8, 3, 5, 4, x to the 48th, z to the 2nd, y to the 96th, all over 9, 7, x, y to the 100th power, z squared. Put the whole thing to the 0 power. And what's the answer?
0.
1.
1.
Now that you're distributing to 0, because anything
I have a
to 0
question.
is 0.
Do this have a
Nothing
quiz?
is 0 though. Everything to the
There's a
0
zero,
power is
right?
1, Austin. Nothing is taken times 0.
Oh.
It's 1 times 1 times 1 times 1.
I have a question.
So anything to the 0 power is
1.
1.
Can you do this on our next quiz so I can do
You should make us solve that without the 0.
Make you solve?
No.
Oh, that would be mean.
How
Okay, multiple variables. I left the numbers out because you guys can reduce fractions. When you do multiple variables in one problem, you do variable by variable by variable. So alphabetically, who's first?
Me.
So we look at the x. Okay, I have x to the 5th over x squared. What does that become?
X to the 3rd.
X to the 3rd, numerator, denominator. Numerator. Because most of them are in the numerator, so the x's are done.
Wait, can you put the next
Y is
one
to, wait. Y is X to the 3rd, and
Like,
that's going to be on our
This one, how
Y.
you have it next to each other.
I'm a
Do you
white
have it
person.
on the numerator?
You'll have to have a numerator denominator here, because it's going to work that way.
I don't get denominator. How do you know?
Well, look at here. Look at your y's. I have y cubed over y to the 6th. Where are most of them at?
Bottom.
In the denominator. So what's my answer going to be?
Y to the 3rd.
In the
Yeah.
First
denominator. Because I have 3 here and 6 here. So that means I'm going to have 3 in the denominator.
So then it's.
So where's the z going to end up?
Why do you have to top?
Dum-dum-dum.
It's either the top. Oh, never mind.
Okay.
There's 6 out there.
Are you sure? Because I can show you the long way.
No.
No. I get you. Hey, what if I did that
We're
like
going
that?
to square.
All right. I'm going to show you anyway just because we're recording this.
Thanks, Martin.
So it's x cubed. This really is y to the negative 3, z to the 7th. What does negative 3 mean?
Well, it's on bottom.
Belongs in the denominator. So that's x cubed, z to the 7th, because they're both positive, and the y moves down. You can do it both ways.
Yeah, sure, and you didn't have to do all that annoying work.
Yeah,
Well,
you
she's
have to do
recording.
all that
She's
annoying work.
recording, that's what she
I do, because somebody
that
needs
one
it.
for us. It's one.
Obi-Wan Kenobi.
No, not that one. The one below.
My name is Obi.
Do the one on the top.
His name is
Top of the page. Okay, check with your neighbors when you're done. All right, first step is we do the numbers. What's 2 divided by 1? 2. So he stays in the numerator. 8 to the 6 over 8 to the 8. What? A squared in the denominator. B squared over B to the first.
5.
And we get
B1.
in the numerator. Okay, the reason I put this one in here is a lot of people, I get B squareds a lot.
I got these great.
Yeah, because they don't, you see the 1 here, but you don't see it. So you leave it as a 0 and I end up with B squared, so be careful.
Is it okay that I do like that, like all spaced out?
Yeah, it's fine. Okay, this here we've already talked about, your quotient rule. If there's a power on the outside, you distribute it through to both. Same here, nothing's different, already done. Did that last week, a week before, whenever we did that. Okay, 0 exponent, anything to the 0 power is 1. You have 2. Give them a shot, check with your neighbors when you're finished. So, anything to the 0 power is 1. So the first answer is 1. Any work needed?
No.
No. Second one, why do you think I put this in here?
Because
The 0.
Y gets taken out.
Y does, but most people see a 0 and they make the whole thing 1.
It's
Is that
3x1.
No,
Quiet, Austin.
3x
So the
to
Y
first power.
goes away. So now we do the numbers. 3 over 1 is what?
3.
3. So 3 is in the numerator.
And it's x.
X squared over x becomes
X to the first
in the
numerator.
numerator. Do I have a denominator? Nope, it's just 1. Can you put that over 1 and still be right?
Yeah.
What, Abby?
It's the relationship. It's not one. Wow. I see.
Shut up, Morgan.
All right, here we go. A little bit harder, but not much. I'm going to show you the way I do it and the way I'd like you to do it so you don't make mistakes. You do not have to do it this way. Usually the negative exponents are what mess kids up the most. So if you look at the negative exponents and you move them before you do anything else, you usually have less mistakes. So when you go to this first problem, where's the negative exponent?
The top.
The Y.
The y. So the y needs to move to the bottom. So we have 9x squared, z to the 4th in the numerator, 18 x to the 5th. I'm going to write it out just so you see where it comes from. So then it becomes y squared, and this y moved down. So he's y cubed. He came from the numerator.
Why did you skip the top ones?
I thought we did.
You skipped them.
All right, I'll go back.
You're a
All right,
cheater.
and then I have a z cubed. Okay, let's reduce.
That Y down.
Because he was negative, so it needs to go in the denominator.
That's
1/2.
I get you now.
Okay, so 9/18 reduces to what?
1/2.
1/2. So the 9/18 is gone. What happens to the x's?
Wait, do you have to put the?
It's x to the second still.
Do you have to put the like y and the -3 in a certain spot?
I put them together so I don't lose them. Okay, now I have x squared on the top. Yep,
Can you like add them the y and 2 and the y3?
we are going to right now. Yes, you can do it right away. You do not have to do it in 2 steps.
Okay.
I just did it so you can see where it came from. Did you hear her question? She said, could I change this to y to the 5th immediately? And the answer is yes. You were moving it down, you could add it. I put it there just so you see where it came from. Okay, now I have x squared over x to the 5th. What does that become?
X to the 3rd of the
same.
bottom.
In the denominator. So I have x cubed in the denominator. Okay, now I'm on to y's because that's now next alphabetically. So what do I have down here? Y to the 5th in the denominator. So now they're gone. What's left?
Z to the
Z to the
4.
first up top.
Oh, z to the
First.
first, because 4 minus 3 is 1. You can put it there if you want.
Why is that whole thing just change?
Okay, so what?
You had 3 numbers on top. Now you have 3.
Yeah, because they cancel. All
That's silly.
right, what did I skip? Go ahead, Abby.
The top. The top.
I skipped the top two.
X minus 2.
All right, and the first one, this example, who needs to move?
Me.
Negative
The x and
The
Z.
Y.
okay, so the x needs to go. He's
What's
negative,
up?
so that's x squared. Does the y move?
No.
He stays. Does the z move?
No.
Z to the 4.
Yes, he does. He's
Oh.
negative.
So when you drop it to the bottom,
Oh, whoa. Stop. I got two questions. What's your
when
question?
it goes down, it
Okay.
becomes positive.
Yes, whenever you move it, it becomes positive.
Okay. And
So
then
he
when
was-
you drop like that, Z to the 4.
So this was negative in the numerator, so he moves to the denominator, becomes positive.
Negative anyway.
He was negative, correct. He was negative in the denominator, so he moves to the numerator and becomes positive.
So they switch.
Correct. They cannot be negative.
How
What?
they get to just have to move.
Yep, so this guy moves down and becomes positive. This one moved up and became positive. Are we getting it?
Got it.
Okay, next practice. Should be done with it, because it's pretty quick.
No, not.
No, actually, I'm not.
Get it done.
You move Y to the bottom.
Clayton, you're gonna be up,
This
so
is-
make sure you get it right.
Oh, I got this. This one's a piece of steak.
Okay, Clayton, what do you got? Tell me.
My name is Odell.
Oh.
All right, look at the x cubed. Does he move? Why not? No, he's positive, so he stays.
Oh, oops, I was looking at the.
Okay, so he's good. Okay, y to the negative 3, does he move? Yes, because, so he goes down. Z squared, does he move? No, because he's positive.
Well, maybe.
Positive stays, negative moves. Okay, you have your other practice. There you do. No, you got this one. You skipped it. The very bottom of the page.
Oh, that's what I was doing.
Okay, bottom of the page, take your time, divide correctly.
X stay.
No. All right, you
It's
go
like,
here,
I know.
you do the numbers first.
It's
Okay, Riley, what'd you do first?
I divided 12 into 2.
And what did you get?
6.
Where?
On the
Okay. So the numbers are gone. What was second?
X.
What do the X's do?
They disappear.
They just
They disappear. Because 5 and 5 means they all cancel, which is 1, so they're just gone.
Oh,
Why?
What's x to the 5th divided by x to the 5th?
1.
1.
2.
What's 1 times anything?
2.
Why? The other
No,
number.
it's the other number.
Oh.
So like 1 times 6 is 6. So do I have to worry about him?
Guess not.
Guess not. Okay. Next.
Y to the first is on
Yes,
top.
no, be quiet, it's Riley's turn.
Oh,
But it is y to the first, because 3 minus 2 is 1. Yes, you can just put y.
It's gonna be.
Austin, quiet. Okay, what do you get for z's?
Z to the 5th.
Yes, in the denominator.
Yes.
And done.
Looks like a potato. I kinda had it right.
Okay, do I have questions?
Yeah, it has the Z part right.
Easy, but I
It's like a potato.
Uh,